Hey everybody. So today we are going to talk about gaslighting, which is not my favorite activity, but I've done it to people who I personally think deserved it because they were doing it either to me or they were doing it to someone who didn't deserve it. So I just came right back at them. If you hear me taking a little sip, that's my water intake for the day. If you hear a little spark, that's my cigarette. So, let's get into it. So, gaslighting, I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is. It's kind of, the person doing something to you, but making you feel bad for it, and making you feel like you're crazy, or making you feel like what they did was your fault, and it, for some people, it actually fucking works. You know, especially if you have feelings. If you have a little bit too much, or too many feelings. If you have too many feelings, it works almost every time. I personally, I've only been gaslighted twice in my life. The first one happened in 1999, I want to say. And I got gaslighted, and I went all the way to California to find out that I got gaslighted. And I was a lot more dramatic back then, so I cared. And I was really upset. I mean, really upset. But you know what? I liked California so much, I ended up staying. Obviously, I'm back in Minnesota, so I didn't stay for too long. Kind of off and on for 2 years. And then, Friday night, I got gaslighted, and I respect it, though. This one I respect, because I'm not dramatic anymore. I'm pretty easygoing, and I don't give a shit about a lot of things. I cared about this for maybe 45 seconds to a minute, but game recognizes game, and I'm not even being facetious or sarcastic or anything like that. That was masterful. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty that I can't even be mad at it. And, you know, the party, and I don't know if it's different for someone when you talk on the internet and then you see the person and you know, face to face. I don't know if people feel differently. So I don't know if this was a conscious decision or an unconscious decision. To gaslight. Either way, it was fucking beautiful. And I obviously need to up my game when it comes to gaslighting. I personally am not a narcissist, but I will gaslight someone that is either being mean to someone, or I see them gaslighting someone who doesn't deserve it, and so I'll gaslight them right back. I did not gaslight this person right back. I didn't have time. But, no, man, like I said, I don't know if it's different for people, excuse me, sorry. I don't know if it's different for people when they talk to you on the internet and then see you face to face. Personally, for me, it's not any different. And these conversations that I had with the party, not serious at all. Not one serious conversation. All fun conversations. You know, nothing serious. Because like I said, life is not very serious. And just fun conversations. And do I sometimes expect a little bit more out of people than I should? Yeah. But I don't know how that person's going to act after talking on the internet and then seeing the person in person. I personally didn't feel uncomfortable at all. I don't know if that party felt uncomfortable, but I did not at all. I was just there for it. I had a great time. Regardless, I can have a good time even after being gaslighted. But, like I said, I don't know if the person knew that they did that to me or not. I don't know if it was premeditated. But there are things that I understand. And then there's things where I was like, well, it's kind of weird. And I don't know if the party acknowledging that I exist is too much to ask. And that's where the gaslighting comes in. Is that, like, it could be other things. It may not have been a gaslight situation. I've had, time to think about it. And, it crossed my mind for a little bit. And I was like, well, let's see what the situation is here. Because I'm an overthinker. Being a journalist is about overthinking and about not criticizing, but pulling in every little situation that it could be. So, for instance, I saw a band named Goalkeeper. They were amazing. Not only was their performance amazing, they're amazing people. They were, one of the members of Goalkeeper, his name is Marcus. I had been speaking with him, over like Facebook Messenger. And then when I showed up to the place and I turned and I looked and he was right to my left, we just hugged each other like we've known each other forever. I don't expect hugs or anything. I'll try and get them. Cause I like hugs. I'm a hugger. But, and then they hung out with me almost all night until they played. That was amazing. Like, we just sat outside and just talked. And, granted I was doing a review, but then we talked about just life in general and just stuff that isn't going to go on the record. That was great. And they still keep in contact with me. And they're coming back in September. So, little plug there for Goalkeepers. They're coming to 7th Street Entry in September. Everybody should go check them out if you like pop punk. I have no idea how these guys are not famous yet. They are the type of people that, even if they blew up, I think if I were still to walk in a room where they were, I think they'd still be humble as hell. I mean, honestly, these are very, very humble guys. Which is weird because they're from the East Coast. And when I imagine the East Coast, I imagine New York, where everybody's rude. When I was in New York to do, I was invited to New York for a show, and I went and almost got hit by like 5 cabs, even though it was a walk sign. It was just ridiculous. Manhattan is ridiculous. But, so I kind of thought, well, these guys are from the East Coast, we'll see how this goes, because I don't know what to expect. Oh my God, nicest people. Nicest band, artists, whatever, that I have ever done a review on. And so I did a review, back in August. I went to Missouri. I did a review. It came out in October, and it killed. I even got, recognized for it. I was a guest on a podcast, from a couple guys and a gal that run an independent artist, podcast. They talk about up and coming independent artists and stuff. I think they're based out of, gosh, I don't even remember where they're based. I think Illinois is where they're based out of. But, so not this Friday, but last Friday did not go as planned. But I'm someone who always does what they say they're going to do. So I told this artist I was going to be there. A situation happened. I moved on, and I kind of feel bad that I don't care that it happened. It's kind of a long time coming, but I kind of don't care. Actually, I don't care. And so I promised this person or this artist I would show up in Kansas City. I wasn't there. I felt absolutely horrible about it because I always Unless barring some sort of illness or something to do with my kids or my mom or my dad or my brother or my sister, barring anything like that, I'll be there. So this last weekend, I was there because I promised I would be in Kansas City, and I wasn't there, and it bothers the shit out of me when I don't end up doing what I say I'm going to do, and something got in my way of being there, whatever. I moved on, and I'm like, oh, playing next weekend. All right, let's go. I have the time, I have the resources, I have the energy. Let's go. So, being kind of sick like I am, if I've got the energy, I'm going. And I promised this artist I would be there. And I was there. No problem. I had a great time. The performance was well done. Very well done. I even danced. And I do not dance. I even danced. I met a really cool person on there. So, Rochelle, if you're listening, you're awesome. And when I come down for court in August, let's hang. But let's do an Uber. So, I got in trouble in Missouri, and y'all can probably figure out what that is. I got lost. I was a tad bit upset. But I do sometimes... Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the origin story of how this gaslighting happened. So, the origin story. So, the artist and I kind of, became a little bit friendly, like friends. In my mind, just, friendly. And didn't talk about anything serious. All fun talk. All just fun, amusing talk. But I don't know if it's different when you see the person face to face. I don't know if it's different. So I racked my brain, like, did I get gaslighted? Is that artist shy when, or was it weird that I was in that person's face, face to face with that person? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a gaslighting situation, and it was masterful. And I can't even be mad at it. It just made me realize that I need to up my game. but I say a lot because this is not something that I write down. It's not anything I pre-think about what I want to talk about. But anyways, so fun conversations, really fun conversations, just super fun. I had a great time with the conversations. I know that person had a great time with the conversations. And then you see the person face to face. It's not the first time you've seen this person face to face. But the first time after you've had these fun conversations. I didn't think it was weird. Fun. We had fun conversations. I didn't think it was weird at all. I wasn't weirded out. I was like, okay, I'm here to have a good time. But where I feel gaslighted, and like I said, I'm not even mad at it. I was for a second, but masterful. And you guys can give me your opinion. I did put some stuff on Facebook. I took it down because I don't know the situation. 90% tells me it was gaslighting. Just because I'm sure this has happened before with this artist. I'm sure this artist may or may not have done it before. I could totally be wrong. It's a 50-50 situation. But being a journalist, like I said, you grab all the ideas. Me an overthinker. All journalists are overthinkers. You have to be. And this is the nature of the business. Is sometimes things don't go the way that you thought they would. And that's just the nature of the business. But it happened 2 weeks in a row. That has never happened to me. It happened 2 weeks in a row where things didn't go according to plan. Because also when you're a journalist, you put a story in your head. You already have this montage in your head, and you don't expect it to go perfectly, because that's the nature of the job. It never goes perfectly, ever. I've never had a job where it was perfect. But you do expect one thing to go right. Now, the one thing that went right is that I met a really cool person who I exchanged phone numbers with. Like I said, Rochelle, if you're listening, you are awesome. And when I come back for court in August, let's hang. And that might be one of the last times I go to Missouri. I think maybe I should stay out of Missouri. It's only the first time I got in trouble, but it's not the first time I expected too much. I do expect a lot of my artists. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I expect too much and then get disappointed. It was a disappointment issue, but it's fine. It's no worries. It was masterfully played. If it was gaslighting, but I'm guessing it was. Like I said, I'm gonna keep reiterating, fun conversations, nothing serious, but maybe I misread things. I thought maybe this party and I had become friends. Not serious friends, I like best friends, but people who could talk to each other, right? I've met two people on the internet twice. I ended up moving in with both of them. So Kathleen, if you're listening, we were roommates. Esther, I doubt she's listening because I don't know what happened to her. We were roommates. So granted, these were two females, but, yeah, I think it was gaslighting. I want you guys to go on my Facebook or go on my Instagram and tell me what you think of this. Non-followers can go on my Facebook and Instagram because I'm technically like a business. So I have the meta. Everything is public. So there are some things I'd like to keep with just friends only. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. But gaslighting, it's not nice. It's rude, but when it's well done, game needs to recognize game. When you're doing it to an unsuspecting, vulnerable person, it's rude. I am not an unsuspecting, vulnerable person. Did I expect to get gaslighted? No. When I say I expect too much, sometimes I do. I guess the only thing I really expected, and that what was weird as fuck, is that my existence didn't even get acknowledged. Like, that was weird to me. Super weird. But again, if you're gaslighting someone, it's the perfect fucking thing to do. It's perfect. But I will reiterate again, and I'll keep reiterating, there was no serious conversation, no life serious conversations, about, I have kids and, I have a kid in college, nothing like that. Nothing about personal, nothing. So like I said, you guys, give me a shout on my Facebook or something. Let me know what you think of the situation, because even my cab driver, I wanted his input. So I didn't give much information, didn't give a name or where I was or anything like that. The person knew that I got in trouble with the law and I got picked up at the police station by this person who was awesome, by the way. Bill, if you're listening, you are awesome. But, man, that was masterfully done. Like I said, if that was the situation, could totally be something different, but, I don't think it was. I think it was gaslighting at its finest. And like I said, I'm not a vulnerable, sensitive person. Not anymore. We all used to be dramatic at some point in our lives, and mine peaked, I think, when I was in my 20s. That's when I peaked in my dramatic I think it started, obviously I'm a female, so it started very young, and then it peaked in my 20s, and then it all kind of went down from there, downhill from there, is that I got older, I got wiser, you can only get fucked over so many times, and this wasn't a situation where I got fucked over, so don't take it like that. I was offended for a second. All I ask is that if you ever talk to me, this goes for everybody, follower, not follower, if you listen to this, all I ask is that even if our conversations are just fun, just good, fun conversations, super fun conversations, and it's not anything serious, and you see me face to face, please just acknowledge that I exist. That's all I'm asking. I don't know if that's too... I mean, like I said, sometimes I do expect a lot of people, and I had been drinking, so maybe I expected a little bit more. But now that I am sober, right now I think I expected too much, but I did think it was weird that this party did not even hardly acknowledge that I existed. Hardly. Barely. Maybe a few words here and there. But barely acknowledged that they even knew who the hell I was. Like I said, that could be a couple different things. I was still drunk when my awesome cab driver Bill picked me up. So I wanted his opinion. Like I said, I did not mention where I was, what was going on. It was I made it a hypothetical, and he gave me a couple different things that one of them I didn't agree with. The other one I was like, maybe. But he doesn't think I was gaslighted. But get online and tell me if you think I was. If you just want to put it simply, I read into the fun conversations thinking, oh, this person is kind of my friend now, in a fun way, not a serious way, not like we're going to be best friends. No. It's not a situation where you could be best friends with this person. It's just, you talk to somebody for a while and you think, okay, fun conversations. We could continue the fun conversations when we're face to face. Nope. That's okay. But if you ever run into that situation where you're talking to someone online and you're having fun conversations, nothing serious, just at least acknowledge that the person exists. Just acknowledge. And I had a job to do, and I didn't do it. I didn't really get a chance to, but that's also my fault because I didn't say anything. So, it was a 50-50 situation where it was a promotional job. I was supposed to try and get the person or the artist, up here to Minnesota. I had 2 bars that were asking me about it and trying to do some promo work, and it didn't work out. And that's the nature of the job. It doesn't always work out. I've had plenty of jobs where it didn't work out. And then there's some jobs that surprisingly it worked out. Because there's some jobs where you're like, fuck, this isn't going to work out. And it did, amazingly. But yeah, when it comes to gaslighting, if you're doing it to a sweet, vulnerable, innocent person, don't do it. That's fucking rude. But if you're doing it to someone like me, that's fair. That's game. That is game. And I misread what I thought was a friendship, sort of a friendship. And I got, like Wayne's World, I got fished in. Big time. I fell for it. Totally fell for it. And I usually don't. I don't fall for that shit. I don't fall for shit anymore. I'm too old to care. But it was very well played, and you can't even, I'm not even offended. Disappointed? Maybe. Offended? No. Very well played. If it was gaslighting. Still thinking that it is. Game recognizes game, and damn, do I need to up my game if I'm going to be rude to people. No, let's take that back. If I'm gonna gaslight a mean person, like I said, be someone gaslighting a innocent, vulnerable person, no, I'll gaslight them right back. I did not gaslight this person because I'm not a vulnerable, nice, innocent person. I've done it. This is the second time it's been done to me. Many have tried. So I think 2 out of a lot it's a pretty good track record. I was hoping it'd be 0, but the first time when you're 18, 19 years old, yeah, of course you're gonna get gaslighted. Especially females. That's when I really expected too much. Way too much. But now I just kind of expect, if we're having, like I said, even just fun little conversations, just say hi. Acknowledge that I exist. Acknowledge that you have spoken with me, and there were fun conversations, and we can just joke around. That's it. I'm not sure that's too much to ask, but, mad? No. Disappointed? Kinda. Getting over it? Already. I know it sounds like this because I'm doing a podcast on it, but, it's more about, the dangers of gaslighting. Like I said, someone like me, it's very hard to do that to me, so that was masterful. Like I said, I can't even be mad at it, because that was perfect. That chess move was perfect. So I got beat at chess, that's for sure. Or checkers, whichever you like, or dominoes, whichever you like to play. I got my ass beat. But for you vulnerable, innocent people, just watch out for shit like that. Just, it may make you mad and it may feel rude to you. But when it comes to someone like me, maybe I misread the situation and feel like I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm going to throw a little bit of scenarios out there. Because I'm a journalist, I overthink everything. I take every little minute detail. And, and if I don't get an answer to my questions, ask any journalist. If they do not get an answer, do we get upset? More like, just answer the fucking question. But, because they're not hard questions. At least I don't put out, I don't put out the burning America wants to know questions. No. I'm a music journalist. I'm not like, I don't know. Like, hey, did you have Kim Kardashian's baby? I don't give a fuck about that either. But, I am someone who, and if anybody that's listening to this knows me, I don't like when I can't figure shit out, because I always figure it out. Always. Like, if there was a superhero with a secret identity, I'd figure it out. It's easy. But, so, here's the question I'm going to pose to everybody. And followers, non-followers, you can go on my Facebook or my Instagram. I'm technically like a business, so everything's public. You can post on there if you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I just want everybody's opinion. Because maybe I do care. I don't know. I'm not the caring type. But it's one of those unanswered questions. And that I care about. Do I care about whatever? No. I think I got gaslighted. And it would, like I said, not even mad or offended. That was some good game. Damn, that was good. So, I want you all to tell me if I got gaslighted, if maybe this party was like when you talk some fun stuff, you talk about fun stuff, no serious conversation, then you see the person for the second time face to face, you are embarrassed or shy or something like that, or you just don't want people to know that you know that person, or I misread into thinking that we were non-serious friends. Like I said, no like best friend situation or even like good friend situation, just friends where we would acknowledge each other, where we would sit down with each other and have a 5-minute conversation. Be like, oh, that was really funny. That's really about it. Those are the things that I expect. And if it's too much, it's too much. And like I said, I'm an overthinker. And that is what it is. I'm never going to stop overthinking because then my job would suck. And I'd be really bad at it. But I'm pretty damn good at my job. Like I said, my last article, I made something out of nothing. I mean, hugely, I made something out of nothing. I mean, that killed. That review killed. So, because I got way more time with Goalkeeper, and they were so awesome. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw this out there. Goalkeeper, if you're listening, Ryan, you're a little cutie. I'm gonna throw that out there. And I usually don't say that about my artists. I usually try not to get involved with thinking that they're good looking. You're a pretty good looking dude. I'm gonna give you that. But so look out for my Goalkeeper story. When I did my my artist story I went down to Missouri in August. It got online in middle of October. So this might be a 2-month, 3-month thing. So Goalkeeper, if you're listening, please do not expect the story right away. It does take time because I read over everything, go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and make sure that everything is good. And then I get some opinions from editors or other writers, and if they think I could change things, I'll either agree or disagree. But there was a couple things I changed about my last story. But yeah, so you guys let me know. So put this in a hypothetical, okay? Hypothetically, you are talking to someone online, not serious conversations at all. Nothing serious, just good, fun stuff. Just really fun stuff. And you kind of ask the person online, we're friends, right? And you get the thumbs up. But not serious friends. Like I said, not even good friends. Just, you know me, I know you. We've had some fun conversations. I guess you'd call that a friend. I don't know. But then said person acts like you completely do not exist, or that they have no fucking clue who you are. Even though they do know who you are, they straight up act like they don't. Yeah, and are kind of, I don't want to say cold, but, just kind of act like you don't exist. Or that, you didn't have those fun conversations. Now, is that gaslighting? Is that something where you get weird because you actually now are seeing the person face to face, and so you get weird and don't even want to talk to that person? Or, oh shit, what else? Or, no, I don't think it would be that kind of thing. Or you're, I don't know, a narcissist. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know this person like that. Like I said, no serious conversations. Like I said, throw it out there as a hypothetical. If this was your deal, non-serious, fun conversations, you either misread into that you thought this person would acknowledge you, they're gaslighting you, or they're just weird when you're in their face. I got told that I am an intimidating person. A lot of people have said that. I don't get it. I'm a very nice person until you've given me reason not to be. And you gotta push pretty hard for me to not, for me to actually care. You gotta push pretty hard. But I know it sounds like I care, but I'm just, like I said, it's those unanswered questions that as a journalist you get upset about because you just have to know the answer. So you guys let me know. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, it's StephDog241, 2 G's, so it's STEPHDOGG 241, and you can be on Facebook or Instagram. And like I said, if you follow me, let me know what you think. If you don't follow me, give me some feedback. Go on Facebook, Instagram. If you just type me something, I'm gonna know exactly what you're talking about. 'Cause I don't know how to do feedback on here. So I'm not a very good podcaster because I am more of a hands-on type person. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm going to throw out the options that you get. The options you get are gaslighting, which that's what I'm going with. Like I said, game respects game. And it was well done. Can't even be mad at it. Can't even be offended by it. It was that good. So your choices are gaslighting, weirdness or shyness, intimidation, or just not wanting to know people, just not wanting to know other people that you exist or that you've had some fun conversations. Or I've misread into things thinking that we were friends. Not, like I said, not best friends, not even good friends. Just, we know each other. Acquaintances, I guess. Maybe I misread into that and think, oh, we're not acquaintances. But I thought there were really some fun conversations so that you could at least acknowledge that I exist. So it wasn't a wasted thing. I had a fucking blast. Too much of a blast that I have a court date in August. So I got to go back to Missouri. After that, I think I'm going to stay away from Missouri for a while. Because, nothing goes as planned. When I'm in Missouri, something always happens that's not planned. And, you get a story in your head and you think things, because I'm a journalist, you already have your mind made up of what you'd like to see happen. And every time I've been to Missouri, it has not happened. So I'm going to stop, putting stories in my head. Well, I can't do that. I can't. But hopefully, like I said in one of my videos, hopefully someday things will go right. For once. But I think I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna go back to Missouri anytime soon. So, and the promotional work is just gonna have to be done. Like I said, it's not, no skin off my ass. I didn't get in trouble for it. I mean, I'm my own business, but I do have an agent to answer to. So, but he wasn't mad. He got it. He gave me his opinion. And I think he's right. So, yeah, give me your guys' opinion. This went a lot longer than I thought. Give me your opinion. I gave you the choices. Go ahead and get me on Facebook or Instagram. Or you could even Snapchat me, what you think. I just want to know. It's interesting to me. I'm very curious. Yeah, like I said, game recognizes game. Can't be mad at it. So, let me know again. I gave you the options. Let me know again what y'all think. So, with that in mind, have a great day, night, wherever you are. I see that Germany listens to me. So, what's up, Germany? And all the other countries that listen, thank you. And what's up? So, y'all have a good night, good day, whatever time it is where you are. Hit me up, Facebook, Instagram. You don't have to follow me or anything. Just, everything's public. Just type in one of the options. So, thanks again, guys. Love ya.